City Council meeting for Monday, August 16th. Before we go into our Pledge of Allegiance, we will have our invocation. Please stand.
Let's pray. Heavenly Father, we come to you, spirit of humility, just thanking you for our many blessings. The way you look over us, the way you look over our city, we ask you to bless us tonight in our deliberations. Give us wisdom. We pray that you guide us in our thoughts and actions. In Christ's name, amen.
Attention, salute, pledge. Before we call roll, I do want to say that Councilwoman Dykes regrets that she could not be. She was a little under the weather, so I know she has been in contact with City Hall and is up to date with everything that is going on tonight. The same thing with the mayor. He had a prior commitment, so the mayor will not be able to join us tonight as well. So if you'll just remember both of them as we move forward. Ms. Webb, will you call roll, please?
Councilwoman Bobo?
Present.
Councilman Washington?
Here.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Here.
And President Hogg.
Here.
Mark, Councilwoman Dykes is not in attendance.
Okay. Item 4 is presentations. We have none tonight. Item 5 is approval of the agenda. Is there a motion to approve the agenda as printed?
Move.
That's the motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 6 is visitors to address the council. There's no visitors signed up this evening. 7A1 is second reading of a permanent resolution accepting maintenance for municipal public improvements, except final layer for property located at Trussell Square, Phase 1. Ms. Stubbs.
Questions?
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution? That's the motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 7A2 is the second reading of a permanent resolution accepting maintenance for municipal public improvements, except final layer for property located at Grand Point, Phase 5. Ms. Stubbs.
Same, nothing additional.
Okay. Seeing no questions, is there any member of council that would like to move to adopt this resolution?
So moved.
That's the motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 3 is the second reading of an annexation of approximately 1 acre located at $200 Road. Ms. Ram.
Yes, sir. The only additional information I have on this item is that it does come with a favorable recommendation from the Planning Commission.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this annexation of approximately 1 acre located at $200 Road?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8A1 is the first reading of an ordinance amending Chapter 34, Article 2 of the Northport Municipal Code pertaining to budget. Mr. McGee.
Yes, sir, Mr. President. This is codifying the amendment process for our annual budget, and it will also allow interdepartmental line item transfers.
Okay. I was reading through this. I'm going to add to it just a little bit, just for everyone's clarification. Budget amendments shall not be required for a line item transfer within a department's current budget category for operating expenses, capital improvements, salaries, wages, fringe benefits, provided, however, that no line item transfers shall be permitted except in accordance with the following terms and conditions. Number 1, that sufficient unencumbered funds and other line items in department operating expense budget categories are available to be transferred to the applicable line item requiring funding. Number 2, that there is no change in the total department budget nor the total appropriation for the department's budget category for operating expenses. And number 3, that the line items from which such funds are transferred are reduced accordingly. And all these line item transfer requests shall be subject to review and approval of the city administrator, who may refuse to approve any line item transferred deemed to be inappropriate or financially unsound. Okay, I'll offer that for first reading. 8A2 is a first reading of a permanent resolution accepting maintenance for municipal public improvements, except final layer for property located at Bristol Park, Phase 3. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir, we're asking that you accept this subdivision, except for the final layer. They will add that once the subdivision.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to offer this for first reading?
I'll offer this first reading.
Okay. Item 8A3 is a first reading of a permanent resolution accepting maintenance for municipal public improvements for airport road improvements. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir, we're just asking that you accept the municipal improvements.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to offer this for a first reading?
I'll offer it for first reading.
Okay. 8A4 is a first reading of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a franchise agreement with AT&T Alabama. Mr. Davis.
Yes, it's ready for first reading.
Okay, is there a member of council that would like to offer this for first reading? Okay. It's offered by Councilman Washington. 8A5 is a first reading of an ordinance authorizing the mayor to execute a franchise agreement with Spire Alabama Incorporated. Mr. Davis.
Yes, it's ready for first reading.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to offer this for first reading?
So moved.
That's offered by Councilman Hinton. 8B1 is a resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with LaCroix Richardson to audit the financial statement of the city of Northport for the 2021 fiscal year. Mr. McGee.
Yes, this is our engagement letter for your approval for the mayor to sign for our 2021 audit. It will be for not to exceed $115,000, billed at an hourly rate, beginning mid-November, and they will have it wrapped up no later than March 31st, which is considerably sooner than we have had in the past, which will be an improvement, and we'll be glad to see that. So.
Absolutely.
Back on schedule, I will note that not only will it be our regular audit, but we will also be subject to single audit requirements for this fiscal year. So this price includes both audits.
Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the adoption of the resolution authorizing the mayor to enter into an agreement with LaCroix Richardson for the 2021 audit of the city of Northport financial statements?
So moved.
That's a motion by Councilwoman Bobo. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B2 is a resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing emergency public works contracts with Dominion Construction Incorporated for culvert repairs on Twin Oaks Road. Ms. Starnes.
Yes, Mr. President, the only thing I need to add is we're looking at 6 to 8 weeks for the delivery of the pipe.
Okay. 6 to 8 weeks.
I would like to highlight that this is one of the largest projects that we've seen as part of our flooding repairs. We've up to our $1.25 million that council has approved for infrastructure repairs due to flooding. This is a lot of work that has occurred since June 19th and is unprecedented probably for Northport's history to have this many public works projects undertaken in that short period of time.
Okay. Is there a member of council that would like to move to adopt the resolution declaring an emergency and authorizing public works contract with Dominion Construction for culvert repairs on Twin Oaks Road with a cost not to exceed $242,228 with 6 to 8 weeks for the pipe to
I
get-
move the adoption 2 or 3 times.
Okay. That's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. AB3 is a resolution authorizing the city administrator and city engineer to negotiate scope and fee with Burt Klein Peter Incorporated for CE&I services for the 2021 resurfacing project. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir. We have received bids for our resurfacing project, so now we need to enter into a contract with Burt Klein Peter to provide the CE&I services.
Okay. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. 8B4 is a resolution awarding bid file 21-04 2021 resurfacing project. Ms. Tubbs.
Yes, sir. We'd like to award low bid to ST Bun Construction Company in the amount of $2,423,113.09.
Can you repeat that for everybody just one more time so they can see how much we're putting into resurfacing?
The low bid was $2,421,113.09.
I can't say that enough. Thank you very
And
much.
another large project that is being undertaken, and the citizens will see the fruits of. Thank you for the funding that you've approved for this.
Absolutely.
project.
That is definitely something to be commended. So,
And once we issue the notice to proceed, the contract has 120 days, working days in there, or actually calendar days.
that will be a very quick project turnaround. So we will see that probably around the 1st of September when this notice to proceed will happen. Is that correct?
Correct.
Okay.
As soon as the contracts can be executed and issuing the notice to proceed. And I
Okay.
understand that ST Bun is eager to begin the paving.
We are too, so thank you. I'll make that motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. AB5 is a resolution accepting a no-cost change order number 1 for raw water pump station improvements. Mr. Webb.
Yes, President Hogg. This is due to the contractor working during the peak demand time of the year around our raw water pumps.
Just one of those supply and demand.
Yes,
Changes
we're not.
right now.
Yeah, we're not ready to shut off all the pumps like we originally anticipated. So they're gonna work around.
Okay.
45 days, no cost.
Okay, 45 days, no cost. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve this resolution?
So moved.
It's a motion by Councilman Hinton. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo,
Yes.
Councilman Washington,
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton,
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 8B6 is a resolution accepting the 2020 audit report. Mr. McGee.
Mr. McGee and I can both talk about this.
Team up on this one?
Yes, tag team.
Well, we have been pushing pretty hard to get the 2020 wrapped up, and they have essentially finished, but it was a little asking a bit much to get it on the agenda tonight. So we would ask that you would table that until the September 2nd meeting. There are no problems with the audit. It is a clean audit. There were no findings. They just couldn't quite get it all wrapped up to get it on the agenda tonight and distributed. So, Ms.
Coun-
Webb.
Council, this is my aggressive nature in trying to get this to you. I asked that it be put on the agenda with the hopes that they could issue the finalized report, and they've not been able to do that. But again, it is a clean audit, no findings, and we wanted to be transparent with the public and keep this item on the agenda and discuss it tonight so that there would be no supposition that there was some issue. So we are asking that this be tabled tonight.
Okay. And since we're going to table this, we need to have a motion and a second and a vote for tabling.
Tabling, yes.
Okay. So once again, this AB6 resolution accepting the 2020 audit report is being requested by staff that we table this agenda item. There is a clean audit. I want to say that again, clean audit and no findings for the city of Northport. However, just due to time constraints, the accountant's office was not able to get that to us tonight. So I will make that into a form of a motion to table item 8B6, and we will reconvene on this at next council meeting.
Vote to table.
Okay, so I've made that in the form of a motion. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilwoman Bobo. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
And President Hogg.
Yes. Item 8C is our consent agenda. This ranges from minutes, bill listings, travel, training, and PO requisitions. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the consent agenda as printed? That's a motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second?
Second.
Second by Councilman Hinton. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg.
Yes. Item 9 is reports of special committees of council. Does anyone have anything they would like to add tonight from their committees? Item 10 is public hearings. We have none. Item 11, city administrator's business.
I have nothing additional but to call everyone's attention to the changes that are happening on the building outside. We're very close to completing the painting project, so you can see the new color scheme. Landscaping is next, and then will be followed by paving. We are very excited to see this progress, as well as pay particular attention to the fact that Northport is growing exponentially. All of you have seen our 2020 census results of roughly 31,000 inhabitants of the city of Northport. That is an increase of 33%, and we have moved up from the 21st largest city in the state to the 17th. So we're very glad to see that progress and know that we will continue to grow, and we want to do that responsibly for you.
Time we start acting like the 17th largest city. Just want to point that out too. Item 12 is departmental business. We have one tonight. From the police department, we have Cutters Cigars LLC for an ABC license. Chief Burton.
Yes, sir. We have an application from Cutter Cigars LLC, 1848 McFarland Boulevard. We did perform an extensive background check into the applicant, Mr. Knighton, and the company, and we found no issues.
Okay. Since this is for an ABC license, we do have to have a public hearing for this agenda item, so I'm going to open the floor for a public hearing. Okay, if there's any member of the audience that would like to come speak for or against this agenda item, please come to the podium, state your name and address for the record. Okay, seeing no one to speak, we will close the public hearing for this agenda item. Is there a member of council that would like to move to approve the ABC license for Cutter Cigars LLC?
Move.
Motion by Councilman Washington. Is there a second? I'll second that. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo.
Yes.
Councilman Washington.
Yes.
Councilman Pro Tem Hinton, excuse me, and President Hogg.
Yes. Okay. Item 13 is mayor and council members' business. Mayor Herndon, like I said earlier, was not able to join us. Next is District 1, Councilwoman Bobo.
I'd just like to thank our staff for making great strides in making City Hall a more welcoming place. I know there's a lot more to come. It looks great outside. And also would like to call attention to, we are in our 4th wave of growth with COVID, and just want people to know that it's out there. You might need to take precautions of being careful. I know we've spaced out up here, but there's a lot more that we can do, especially out in the public.
Okay, thank you. District 2, Councilman Washington.
Yes, sir. First, I want to thank staff for their great job. Secondly, during the back-to-school drive, a lot of folks, different folks in District 2, and then really all over the city, gave a lot back to the kids who really couldn't afford backpacks and everything. So everybody who had opportunity to give and help out, I appreciate it.
Okay. District 3, Pro Tem Hinton.
thanks to the staff for all the hard work and fast work following the flooding. It's amazing how much has been done in such a short period of time. And most of it has been fixed now, need to be. So we thank you very much for all your work.
Okay. District 4 is Councilwoman Dykes. As I said earlier, she could not be here, a little under the weather, so please remember her in your prayers tonight. District 5, I do want to put our Public Works Director on the spot. I'm sorry, but today we were able to receive a check for a grant with our recycling program, and this was a goal a couple of years ago to start recycling in the city of Northport, curbside recycling, and it has gone very well so far. I think we're up to about 25% of all households in Northport that are utilizing this free service, and as we keep getting grants, we can keep expanding our service. And if you'll just tell everybody about how much money we received today and what our plans are for the future.
Yes, sir. ADM awarded us $98,000, and that's going to purchase a F-350 truck with 2 trailers, and they will be stationed at locations throughout the city so that other citizens can utilize it that live in the county, not just Northport citizens. So those will serve as drop-off locations.
So this has come a long way from just an idea a few years ago.
Yes, sir. We've
where we're at.
within the last year, I think we've added 671 customers just in the last year. We pick up, I think each week we pick up around 3 tons of cardboard. That is by far our biggest producer. So, and I think it totals around 6.5 tons a week is what we pick up in recyclables total.
All right. Well, I appreciate what your crew is doing, and keep going after those grants, because we can
We will
can
definitely
use that. So
thank you.
thank you. All right. Tonight we also have item 14 is executive session, and this is considering the purchase, lease, or market value of real property. The executive session should take no longer than 1 hour. It is anticipated that the council will not take any action after the executive session is concluded, and staff is welcome to go home, does not have to stay. So I will make a motion that we adjourn the meeting to go into executive session. That's in the form of a motion. Is there a second? Second by Councilman Washington. Any questions or comments? Hearing none, Ms. Webb.
Councilwoman Bobo?
Yes.
Councilman Washington?
Yes.
Pro Tem Hinton?
Yes.
President Hogg?
Yes. Okay, we are in executive session. We will give just a few minutes in case any member of council would like to speak to any constituent before they go home, and then we will start our executive session.